I like how I start this right when a motorcycle is driving by. But anyway, welcome to another gay book review. Today we're going to be touching on It's Not Unusual to Be Loved by an Alien, the Tentacular Tales Series 1. Also, that feels very off-centered, but anyway, let's move on. We're going to touch on the story today. So we're going to be talking about the plot. We're going to be talking about the characters, so I'm going to be spoiling the story for you. If for any reason you want to read the book, feel free to do so now. It will come highly recommended from me. Also, please forgive my voice. I streamed for about 5.5 hours last night, beating Wild Arms 2, and my voice is raw. So, let's touch on the characters. So we have River Sullivan. He is a writer working at a job that he is not too happy with. He does not like it. He has a series that he's writing on, essentially fanfiction.net, if you will, but not fanfiction.net, about an alien show that he likes, the Captain Spock meets an alien kind of thing. But his nickname is Tigger by his uncle Benji for how hyperactive he was as a kid, bouncing around the house and stuff like that, obviously based off the Winnie the Pooh series. He was orphaned at a young age. Unfortunately, his parents died in a car accident. And as we learned throughout the story, he is somehow immune to Kai's mind wipe powers. And then we meet the love interest, the alien, Kai Gennaro. He is an alien with tentacles and a pouch. Sexy. He has the ability to mind wipe people. Kinky. And he is serious all the time, but he has a soft spot for River, which is adorable. He is described as having purple eyes and is, according to River, hot as fuck, which I concur. The side characters we're introduced with throughout the story are Evan, River's best friend. He works as a dancer. We have Uncle Benji, who is a brother to the River's now deceased father. He's a pothead and artist. He does a lot of alien-ish art because they're living in, Nevada. We have Chewie, who's a doge. We have Maddox Gennaro, Ellie Gennaro, and Malik Gennaro, who are various members of the Alliance of Neutral Alien Life Forms. From Maddox, he is the leader. Ellie, his wife, is the head of security. Malik is the undercover operative and the youngest son. Kai is the older brother. As far as the story overview, we're introduced to River and his beliefs in aliens and all things mystical and stuff like that. He believes his neighbor is one, so he and his uncle Benji tail him into the middle of a Nevada desert. River is captured and the aliens try to mind wipe him, a la Men in Black style, kind of, but it doesn't work. Kai then unleashes his tentacles to completely mind wipe River and his uncle. But when River wakes up the following day, he remembers everything, but his uncle doesn't. He makes a blog post about it, and he then gets the attention of the aliens, and they try to remove his memory again. They do remove the post from the internet, though, which is frustrating to River. He goes back to the alien facility in the middle of the desert, where River meets Kai's family and is offered a job due to his mind being immune to alteration. They do attempt it a second time with another member of the staff who is supposedly, quote-unquote, better at it, but it still fails. On his first day there, though, there is an attack from another alien race, and River is also immune to their abilities as well. He is a little oddity in the alien community. Kai and his family run an organization, Team Anal, the Alliance of Neutral Alien Life Forms, which River coins the nickname and moniker Team Anal, and everyone finds it hilarious, because none of them thought of it before. There's a smuggling operation that's kind of the backbone of the story that's happening in Vegas. Some illegal alien drugs are coming in, and they're seeing more and more cases of aliens being exposed to a controlled substance that's making its rounds, but in more egregious ways, where they're now breaking covert, if you will. They're breaking their human disguises and stuff like that. So, because of this, River and Kai team up buddy cop style, and during their investigation, Kai realizes that he has started the mating process of his people with River. River, being human, is completely unaware, but does find what Kai does attractive and sexy. And also, he just finds Kai attractive and sexy. Like, who wouldn't find a giant purple alien that looks like, what I'm imagining is Thanos, but with tentacles sexy? Just might be my bias, but here we are. At the end of it, though, and kind of at the end of the resolution, the overall smuggling ring is still happening. They've captured some key players, but there's some still on the lam. But at the end, we learned that River's mother was an alien, and that's why River is immune to being mind wiped, and that Chewie, surprisingly, the Doge from earlier, that's kind of just there as a Doge, is an alien and a bodyguard to River. So, it's interesting. It's very interesting. let's talk about some tropes. We got aliens! Hooray! I find the variety of aliens in this fascinating, and I want more. There's aliens that are described as like being like big busty women that are like just down to fuck, and I'm like, hell yeah, I want more of that. I want more aliens just down to fuck. And also, please let the uncle get on the alien D train. Please, Benji and Malik have like this kind of flirtatious chemistry going. Malik's really liking the uncle. The uncle kind of was just like, I'm down to fuck. But yeah. Also, this is kind of enemies / co-workers to lovers. I mean, Kai and River do not start off on the great foot. They're not like not best friends at that point, but they kind of not hate each other. I mean, with Kai, who knows? But I wouldn't consider them outright enemies. They're not like vying for each other's failure, per se. They're not trying to like actively make the other one suffer. Kai is a stoic alien, taking after his father, and finds River both annoying and appealing in equal measure in a way. So it's kind of like, I would say, co-workers who maybe don't like each other that much to lovers. But I do enjoy it. I do enjoy these tropes. And this also got me into aliens, which is great. So let's rank this, because I don't have much else to compare it to. So we'll go through the plot in terms of rankings, characters, writing styles, spicy scenes, and overall, what would I give it? So for the plot, I'm giving it a full-on 4 stars. It doesn't resolve itself fully by the end of the first book, which is why it's in a series, but I can understand that. You got to keep the readers hooked for the next one. There are some references that I found just overbearing. Obviously, it's a sci-fi book, so there are going to be a lot of like Star Trek references. There's a lot of, references to like Doctor Who and stuff like that, which is fine, but it felt a bit much, but it was very much in River's taste as a character, so I understood that. But for me, anytime I'm reading about like other media franchises in a book that is full of gay sex, I'm just like, can we get a like original plot, not original plot, sorry, but can we get like just unnamed science shows, I guess? I don't know, it just might be a me thing. But as far as characters go, I did enjoy them. I wish we got them a little bit more. I wish we had like a little bit more teasing, if you will, between Malik and Uncle Benji, because I really want them to get down and fuck. But overall, I liked River, I liked Kai, I liked Kai's family, I liked Evan, even though he's barely there. Chewie the dog was a great revelation. He's a great character, even though he's really not doing much. And then the writing style, I would say, is pretty good. My gripes about the like pop culture references aside, I really like it. The way that they're describing, and as the chapters bounce back and forth between perspectives, sections of what River's written in terms of his gay erotic fan fiction between space aliens and the human captain, and like the mating processes that Kai's family has and that his species have, is great, because they're like little like nods to like what might be happening in the next sections or next chapters and stuff like that. I'm like, that's so cool. It's really nice. And then the spicy scenes. Oh god, the tentacle sex. Oh god, I could not give this a 5-star. This is perfection. If this is going to get me into aliens, which it has, I'm a big fan. I want an alien daddy. Give me Thanos any day. So overall, I'll say this is a 4.5-star book. It's a great read. If you like gay romance, give it a shot. If you're not sure if you're on aliens, this is a great way to start, because it's very much like Men in Black style aliens, and I jive with that. I've never watched Men in Black, but I like the concept of it. Like where it's a human kind of helping the aliens not just integrate with human life more, but also give them human perspectives on like, well, this would make more sense if I was doing this to blend in, So, what would I recommend, seeing as this is my first foray into aliens? I did read a couple more after, which is why this took a little bit longer to get out. But I would say there's 2. And I'm dividing them because one of them is for tentacles, one of them is for aliens. So if you like alien stuff, submit to the Alien, an MMM Alien Romance by Xander Tracy. Top 10. I would definitely recommend it. It's cute, it's charming, it's full of like love and angst and fluff. It's what I wanted. But if you want something a little bit more quick, slice of lifey, the Sea Monsters Mate is interesting because it's a not castaway, but more of like a man on an island that he owns, finds a sea monster, falls in love, has babies. It's great. And these are both MPregs, so like these might not be your taste. The alien book that I'm reviewing, It's Not Unusual to Be Loved by an Alien, does not necessarily deal with MPreg, but I think it might get there at some point. But this book did not. But these both do deal with MPreg, so if that's something that does not your taste, I understand. But for me, I want to be bred, okay? So, Again, thank you guys so much for hanging out, but special thanks to my patron, Potato Kingdom. I appreciate your support month over month, friend. I appreciate you sticking around, and I, just thank you for being here. And if you guys want to follow me anywhere or do anything, talk to me about books, stuff like that, you can find me on Twitch nightly. I stream at 6 p.m. PT every night of the week, playing a different video game. So there's always something new. We're doing horror games, we're doing visual novels, we're doing Digimon games, just anything that tickles my fancy. If you want to hear my unhinged thoughts, you can find me on Twitter at StrataSky, or if you want to support me, if you don't have to, no pressure, but if you want to, you can do that on Patreon. Just all StrataSky wherever I am. So again, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys listening to me ramble, and hopefully my voice isn't too bad, because, yeah, my, last night was fun, but my voice is killing me. I love you all so much, though. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.